QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
You're very welcome along to Duggan Park. It is a feast of football ahead of us here over the course of Galway, indeed, and we wait and look forward to a big weekend of football. As it's first up, we're in here in Duggan Park. It is the Peter Kern Electrical Intermediate semi-finals. First up is a bit of a tasty one. It is Oranmore Maree facing St Michael's. A little bit later on we will have Caltra, and we will have Glenamady doing battle with each other, and of course the county final to come tomorrow. But all it is first up is about the Intermediate Championship, and delighted to be joined alongside here me is Pádraig Cunningham. It is there's no other way of putting it. It's a big weekend ahead, and this is a huge doubleheader of action here in Duggan Park.
Yeah, it sure is, and look, it's a cracking game to kick off this weekend for us. We've St Michael's, who have just came down from the senior ranks, and they know the know-how, and look, they've been through a tough year, probably last year, really unlucky. I remember watching them here last year against Tuam Stars. I thought they were really impressive, and then you look at the other side of it, where Tuam Stars went 2 weekends ago against Moycullen. It just shows the difference in Gulp, and there isn't much in the difference. So look at it, it's a big opportunity for St Michael's here today to get back up into it, get back into a county final, and one step closer to getting back to the senior ranks.
And of course, just to make the matter even more interesting, these sides did battle in the group stage as well.
Yeah, they did, yeah, and I think a big thing you look at even St Michael's and Oranmore. They're drawn in the same group, but I think Oranmore came out on top in that day. But a lot has changed. It's probably 6-7 weeks ago, that game, and a lot has changed for St Michael's. They'll have reviewed the game, but probably knew themselves that they were going to get to this stages of the championship, and probably didn't show a full hand that day. But look at it, it's a massive opportunity, and look at credit to Oranmore. You can see the work they're doing throughout the underage. They've won the under 17A final, the under 19s, and you can see it's really reaping the rewards now. They're on the verge of one step away from senior football.
They certainly are, I suppose, and to make it even more interesting, as well as if you needed another little caveat to throw on top of it, most people's either 1-2 or favourites are out here in front of us in the first game. The way the draw kind of put the heavy hitters against each other. Yeah,
they did, yeah. And look at it, like, probably going into the final, one of these two will be the favourites, but look, it doesn't write off either the next two either. The two North Galway teams, Caltra, Glenamaddy, they're to be proud of what they are, and they've played some serious football in terms of two clubs as well that have built and really built from such a low structure and built up to the day, and today is the reward they get.
Yeah, that's just, I suppose, if you want your cultural side of it, no matter what happens today, it will be a North versus West final as well, to keep both sides of the county happy and all that. It is St Michael's. They are all in blue in front of us. Though they line out as elected. You have a couple of more little bit as our late change there as well. Shane Maloney appears to be making way, in joining the action, number 17. Actually, two changes. Jack Brown, just will confirm both sets of teams there as well. I'm not sure if that's an original programme, but I have a Stephen Daly in goal. It is Stephen Kerr, number 2, Brian Madden, full back, Carl Mager is corner back. Jack Brown, we believe, does not start now as well, so number 17, a late change, is Shane Maloney. He will be in action as the action starts out in front of us. There's another change to that as well, Porrick. Number 28. That's 29, David Hurley, not the Galway United player, replaces number 9, Eamon. Watch this attack straight away, fine turnover straight away, big roar for that. Eamon O'Donnell also does not start. So a lot of changes there, Porrick.
Yeah, there is. There's 3 noticeable ones there. Example of Damien Connaughton there. He's been a brilliant player for St Michael's throughout the year, and he throughout the campaigns and years, and he's back involved today for St Michael's. And David Hurley comes in, and Shane Maloney, 3 changes to make way for Brian Harlow, Eamon O'Donnell and Jack Brown.
Yeah, so that certainly gets things interesting, doesn't straight away. Watch on the attack here straight away. It's gone through on goal. And Damien Connaughton, I think he had his travels earlier on this year. He's back in the, might have been in hotter climates, but in footballing terms, he's right in the melting pot at the moment.
Yeah, he sure is, and he's came back and he's been involved in the first 2 attacks for St Michael's, and he's won them there, a tap over free here on the 13-yard line for Gary Higgins, and yeah, he'll be instrumental today for St Michael's, and a lot of ball will go inside to him and be rewarded with him inside.
Yeah, so the top scorer for St Michael's gets things off and going here, the opening point of the game. St Michael's, with that free, lead by a point to no score. And the other player really lit up the championship so far for me was Ethan Florentine, and he had a jaw injury, I believe, here in the quarter-final. Wait and see if he's wearing any sort of face mask or anything like that, but he literally pulled the strings for large periods of their championship campaign so far.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's been absolutely superb for them. Himself and Ian Brannigan seem to sink well in that probably middle third of the field for St Michael's, and caused a lot of problems on either side, and he's played a brilliant pass inside here to Gary Higgins.
And he's away. Higgins makes his way through. Will he get the shot away? Half thought of go for goal, lashes it over the bar. St Michael's make the perfect start here, less than 2 minutes of action. It's 2 Higgins scores, 1 from play, 1 from a free, and St Michael's lead by a point to no score. Oranmore Maree, maybe it's guaranteed it is a small sample size. The games I've seen so far, they have been slow starters and then they spark into life.
Yeah, they sure have. I was keeping track. I'd seen this quarter final against St Brendan's. They started really slowly and probably were five points down at one stage, but then they came back into the game, grew into it, and they kicked some phenomenal scores, ended up with a 10-point victory. And look at it, it looks similar enough here today. St. Michael's have started with a house on fire the first 2.5 minutes, but here's an opportunity now for Oranmore Maree.
There certainly will be interesting who will come out and strike this one. They nearly are spoiled with choice. Mark Rollinson is normally the favourite, and it is indeed the former Shrule man who sprinted away to get that football. Nobody's taken this one off him. Such looks like he's going to go short. In fact, he is. Will he try and get the 1-2? Played on the attack. He's still hovering on the outside. The shot comes in. It's a very difficult angle across the goal. This is dangerous. It's punch across the face of the goal. And the St. Michael's defence, Frank Daly brings out the football. A little bit of a murmur. Watch the counter attack now as the ball makes his way over to Dave Cullen. He's open country in front of him. He needs a bit of help, you feel. Pops the ball in towards the corner. Just about got that away, but has brought the ball right up the field. Be a massive score, you'd feel. Back towards Cullen again. It was Connacht. The start of the game's ever so lively. Gary Higgins now, he's got 2. Will he make it 3? Beautiful spin. He's going through and goal, punches it up, punches it over the bar from one end of the pitch to another. And it's St. Michael's 3 points to no score. Gary Higgins 3 points to no score. But the defending and the quick counter-attack, very noticeable there.
Yeah, it is, and it's really, really impressive. You look at the likes of, I think the ball broke there, and Frank Daly, he offloaded to Eamon Brannigan. Eamon Brannigan played an outlet pass over the top to Dave Canal, and Dave Canal in an open country, as he said, Jonathan, and he drove straight at the heart. Little quick 1-2 with Damien Connaughton, and then a little offload to Gary Higgins, and a little backdoor cut from Gary Higgins, and a hand pass over the bar. It's a great score. Yeah,
he's absolutely flying at the moment. St. Michael's are indeed. We're coming up to 4 minutes of action. They lead by 3 points to no score. A little bit of a pause in the game for perhaps the first real time, but St. Michael's look like they're about to start with intent here. It's Brannigan now. It ships the ball across the pitch. Of course, talk about players making big impacts and big sacrifices coming across from the UK like he does regularly. It's a big commitment.
It is, yeah. It's a massive commitment, but it's a credit to him. It shows the heart he has, and look at he knows himself, the ability he has, and the standard he can drive himself towards having.
First real wide of the game, if you want to call it really that. Not really a shot on goal, but has passed the end line there. So still St. Michael's leading by 3 points to no score. Oranmore Maree just need to steady the ship, you feel. Have been in this position loads. Not a great kick out. It'll just about get away. It's picked up out there in the middle of the crowd and fouled. And it is Daniel Callan, one of the changes to the Oranmore Maree side. The ball just not bouncing for Oranmore Maree at the moment there. And it's almost like that ball hit a little bit of a divot and shot up in the air.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just that little ball inside, and probably Ryan O'Donnell came out running towards it, thought he was going to meet it before the hop, but it just bounced over him and bounces out over the side. It will give possession back to St. Michael's,
which they take, bomb it up long up towards Gary Higgins. It feels like every ball you give to the corner forward at the moment. Looking around for options, has a bit of options inside, and they go for a little bit of run here. And it is Colin Gallagher. He got 2 goals at the start of the quarter-final fixture here. One was simply ridiculous. They're taking it very, very quickly up towards Connaughton, but gobbled up again. It's weird, the Oranmore Maree, they've made 2, if not 3 big turnovers, but the attack hasn't sparked into life at all yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Jonathan. They've made 2 or 3 good turnovers, and it's another great turnover there from Harry Keady, and it's set off Oranmore in the attack, but they seem to just get to this side of it and nearly...
So it's the ball whipped across the face there from Ronaldson. It'll be recycled on the far side. Picked it up in the end. They're still going to play. They've yet to really get their first shot on note. Here comes another one. The last one was dangerous. The other one, good goalkeeping in around the house there. Stephen Daly. Second time he's had a bomb of a ball in on top of him, and to his credit and his defence's credit, second time they've come right back out with it.
Yeah, that is, yeah, and it's a credit to him because it's a high ball, and that wind there is kind of very deceiving. It looks like it's carrying a lot across the pitch, but in there it's a ball he came out and he demanded and set St. Michael's on the attack, but they've turned it over again.
Yeah, another one for the turnover count, but yet they're still to get off the mark here. We're coming up now on 7 minutes of action. It is St. Michael's with the 3-point advantage at the moment. Ball now out in the middle of the field, out in that middle scrum. I feel like Oranmore Maree just want to try and grind their way back into this game here. Shane Finn now gets the football, the centre back, looking up for options. Solon Frank Daly is tagging him, but infield it goes there, where Aaron Doyle takes it at pace, but again it's moved through their hands quickly. Backwards it goes now towards David Walsh. Quick hand passing just outside the 45 here as they try and burrow away through. They have found a bit of room here. Shot comes in, it's a difficult angle, it's going to be almighty close inside of the bar, and it's gone out and it's kept in play. Remarkable stuff there as well. Was waiting for a flag. Aaron Doyle, I thought he'd the hard bit done. I thought he'd curled it in. desperately unlucky.
Really unlucky, and it looked like himself even when they hit the post. It looked like it probably went behind the post, but you could see the ball rolls out into the pitch, and it was desperately unlucky. But it's a sign of positive form. Oranmore, they transition the ball really quickly and get up the field there after a turnover for St Michael's on the 45.
Yeah, it reminded me of a bizarre one from last week. It was at the Dublin final in Parnell Park, and there was a gale swirling. Mick Fitzsimons hit a point in the first half. Now, he absolutely hammered it. It went through the post, apparently, but ended up nearly out of the ground with the breeze flow. Not quite the same drastic sort of situation there as well, but something just to keep us confused. And this is a nice little play, and Florentine very much is in the game. Can he get his shot away? He has. He's nailed it. 4 points now for St Michael's. And you would say their spark of a player throughout the course of the championship have just got his first point of the county semi-final.
Yeah, and it was an absolutely brilliant move. It was a little bit 1v1, stood him up, and then he just little jink inside him, little side step to the left, and stepped into the scoring D and kicked a beautiful score.
So Oranmore Maree take their time with the kick out, do find space, do keep on possession here. David Walsh will get it. Now into that crowd. It's so crowded out in the middle of the field there, Pádraig. Jim Galvin now would have nightmares about that one. 3 on 3, more like 33 on 33 in the middle there.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of bodies in and around the middle, but it's obviously the new rules. We've seen it showcased last weekend, and look, there's lots of signs of positive, lots of signs of negative, as a lot of people say. But
it's a long-range effort. Comes in. What a score that is. Have the umpires have said wide. I thought that was over the bar. Looked like a clean strike from Jonathan Keller. Referee is going in. His walkie-talkie system is in full flow here even. Christopher Ryan is the referee for the first game. I don't know about you, Pádraig. We don't have the benefit of a replay, but I thought that was good. I'd expect to see a white flag coming here. No, they said white ball.
Yeah,
so let's hope it's not a 1 point ball game.
Yeah, definitely. It was an interesting one as well, because all the Oranmore players signalled the point and everything, so probably a very, very interesting one. No, see, Michael's player did call for a white ball.
Yeah, and just Keller looked like he was nearly about giving it the fist bump there. It looked like a fine strike, but it doesn't matter on the scoreboard, which still shows St Michael's leading by 4 points to no score, coming up with just shy of 10 minutes of action here in the first half. And at the moment, it will be Mike Hughes who'll be the happier of the respective management. Of course, St Michael's, as you touched on earlier, Pádraig, looking to do the bounce back and come back. They were bitterly disappointed to get relegated last season. Of course, a lot of off the pitch stuff as well in terms of scoring differences and whatnot, but on the pitch they've made the perfect start here. Yeah,
they have. Yeah, they've been brilliant the first 10 minutes here of the game, and just even in terms of winning the ball around the middle, the kickouts are going out there. Dave Canaan is there around the middle. He's securing primary possession, is really, really important, and then they can set their attacks from there. Obviously, the first thing they're doing with Dave Canaan is looking to deliver that ball inside, because it is so important. Now you see with the space, just when you win the ball and defences aren't back and set up, it's just deliver that ball as quick as possible and try to get runners off the shoulder.
And Stephen Kerr is coming like a train right up the heart of the Oranmore Maree defence. Gives it towards Connington. Will he fancy a shot? No, gives it in field. Brannigan now is opening up. Can he get the shot away? That one is good. He's only gone and nailed it. It's the perfect start for St Michael's. 5 points to no score. And they've all been 5 quality scores as well.
Yeah, Jonathan, they've been brilliant scores, and look at it, it's been really, really impressive start. 11-12 minutes of St Michael's. When they win the ball, they're going straight at the heart of that Oranmore defence, causing runners off the shoulder, over the shoulder, and then delivering the ball inside and getting runners on the loop or in the backdoor cut. And there was a brilliant score from Eamon Brannigan again. Mark
Rollinson wins that breaking ball, quickly moves it up and trying to get forward now for his side. There's another shot on goal. This one I don't think there'll be any debate about, because it's a sliced effort, and probably, without being too disrespectful, probably sums up the opening 11 and a half minutes for Oranmore Maree at the moment. They just haven't got to the races here at Ballinasloe.
Yeah, they haven't, and look at the credit where to Michael's. Their intensity has been superb, but Oranmore just can't really get to the races at all. They're really, really slow. Even in terms of kickouts, they're not squeezing up. But there's another good turnover, but Dave Canaan wins the ball back again. He's been very, very good the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, how good was that incisive run from Stephen Kerr a couple of moments ago? The Brannigan finish was beautiful, but Kerr brought the ball 30-40 yards.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a brilliant piece of move again from him. So he was, and that's what I'm saying is the runners ahead of the ball. They're getting up and they're getting running into that space to cause them problems.
So 12 minutes of action gone here in the first half here at Duggan Park. It is St Michael's leading by 5 points to no score. Connington now will scoop. He's been heavily involved so far, a late addition to the side. Gives it now towards Frank Daly, all the way down the corner, down to our left-hand side. Pops the ball in. Connaughton's give 1-2. He bounces it, surely strike for goal. Turns it down, and maybe touch the ball on the floor in the end. Maybe that's the foreign soil in his blood there.
Yeah, look at it. It's one of them there, though. Probably the opportunity was on for the point, and then he probably seen the extra chance for a goal. And look at it, it's probably maybe a turning point for Oranmore. They need to get probably a bit of patience in attack here now, get bodies up and try to utilise the score.
Yeah, so far you would say it's that Keller debatable score that wasn't given. Is the close they've got Mark Ronson now? Well, surely get the side off the mark here would feel a good bit of raw running, if nothing else, right down the heart of the St. Michael's defence, drew the free. So just inside the 21 on the left hand side, it'll be the perfect angle, you would feel, as the officials trying to bring him back another half a yard or so. A yellow card has been flashed in there as well in the process of that. It looks like it is Brian Madden, the full-back, I think got booked in that decision. It was a heavy enough challenge. So here comes Ronson, but coming up to 13 and a half minutes gone here in the opening half, trying to get the scoreboard ticking for his sides. A first time here in Duggan Park, strikes it off the hands. That one looks good, no debate about that one. And my God, that's a score that was a desperate tonic for Oranmore Maree.
Yeah, it sure is. It's a score they really, really needed. And look at it, it's again, it's good. It came from the turnover. The attack down the left-hand side of the pitch, a little 1v1 for Mark Rollinson. He takes his man on, draws the foul, tips it over. But it might settle Oranmore into this game.
Second ball on the pitch here, just results in a little bit of delay of Stephen Daly. He'll be in no rush after seeing the white flag behind his goal raised for the first time. So 40 minutes gone now in Duggan Park. St. Michael's leading by 5 points to 1. Not a great kick out that. Bounces in the middle of the field. Colin Gallagher has really been one of the standout players in the championship. You'd wonder, will he potentially be drawing the eye of Porrick Joyce, of course. A heavy little challenge comes in here, and you're thinking black is the call potentially. Heavy challenge comes on there on Dave Cullen. And Christopher Ryan looks like he's happy just to say it was a... We'll translate the signals. He's saying a bit of a drum to the floor as hands around the hands.
It's kind of hand around the waist, and then it's just dropped to the floor, so it's not really a black card offence, I suppose.
Yeah, one of the irks in the game, you would say, but onwards we go. It's still 15 on 15. Definitely good news during the week. So Porrick Joyce being extended another 2 years in charge of Galway. Of course, the recent additions as well. Mikey Graham got all the, I suppose, the storybook, more national than anything, but locally, getting Daves Morris back on board is a huge coup, and everyone's excited about that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a massive addition to the Galway setup. We all see, and anyone that's on the Twitter in today's age, he's really insightful in what he says, and his statistics are really impressive. So look at it, a great coup from Porrick Joyce and as well as Mickey Graham.
He's not called Drills for no reason. But here on the pitch in Duggan Park is still St. Michael's leading by 5 points to 1. St. Michael's now just trying to take the sting out of the game, you feel. Frank Daly looks up, he's going to drive the ball in around the house. No fine defending by Oranmore Maree. They've been rock solid at the back. They need the top out of the pitch to try and reflect their performance today. Keller has gone very deep. He's been urged forward now here by another big crowd from Oranmore Maree here in Duggan Park. They've been here a lot in recent week or so. A lot of underage success as well. It's a club very much on the up at the moment. What we're watching here is Jerry Fye's side looking to try and get the place in towards the county final and have a stab of getting to senior football for the year ahead. I see a little bit of running here, but it's gone on scrappy, and a combination of bodies just get rid of the football in the end for St. Michael's. Brannigan now is slowly coming up towards the sideline. He's just waiting for some of his colleagues to give him the option. Dave Hurley now gets the football back towards Brannigan again. Yeah, but he's a hand-pass option, and Hurley's in front of Florentine and gets it, and he's still going. He's open country in front of him, takes a shot and goal. He does, has a lash of the hurl, but it's out towards the left-hand side and wide. Still remains 5 points to 1 in terms of St. Michael's favour, but St. Michael's are right on it here, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been really impressive, and even when they turn over the ball, they seem to transition so quickly forward. It's nearly a lot more easier for them than you see even Oranmore there. They turn over the ball, they drive up the field, and they just get dispossessed here again from St. Michael's. They're set up and really well organised, so it's a brilliant sign for St. Michael's, and look, it's worrying for Oranmore, but long to continue yet.
we haven't seen the spark that we might have expected from Mark Rollinson getting their first score of the game. But they're on the attack again, and no surprise that is. Mark Rollinson, he's foul there, just a good bit, might be closer to the 45 when Christopher Ryan will actually be on the 45. Rollinson isn't wasting any time, takes it quickly over towards the right hand side. Can they get a shot away? It was desperately unlucky from Aaron Doyle earlier on the game. Keller now dummy solo, maybe a little bit too high, but keeps possession of the football. Keller now difficult angle. This one might be just, I thought it might have been short. He's gone and nailed it. That's the second score for his side, and it's over the bar it goes, and it is Keller. No debate in that one. Heavy debate, a score he potentially had earlier on the game, but 2 points down for his side, the 5 for St. Michael's, but that's better.
Yeah, it's a lot better, and it's brilliant from Ronan Keller there. He steps, he lines him up, does a little fake solo inside, steps in, little jink and a little tap over score, just kicks it straight over himself and instead of getting the wind, getting affected on it. Brilliant score. Yeah,
we thought potentially the Dumasola was a little bit too high there, but he held on to possession. Now it's just a scrap out in the middle of the field. Galler gets what you're going to describe as a punch in from the blind side and gets possession of the football. Now he is serious open country in front of him. The midfielder can't open those legs. Inwards he's going. He's still going. Will he get his shot of the way? He's still soloing in front of the D. Takes a shot with the left. This one's almighty tight off the inside of the post. And there is a bit of defensive prowess at the back. John Burke, I think, come out through the crowd there, the full back. Another one, second time we've seen that, one on each end, inside of the post, and out it comes. But it's still St. Michael's leading by 5 points to 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, it's a brilliant again from Conor Galler. He steps inside. Probably should have given it to David Connaughton or Eamon Brannigan coming around on the loop. Probably was there just because you could see he was starting to tire and he didn't fancy swinging the left foot of it, and he shot the right. Instead hits the post, but it's great defended again, sweeping up from John Burke and drives out for Oranmore. But then they turn over the ball again in the middle third. It's just kind of the concept of the game at the moment. They need to get to grips with the ball, mind it a bit more, take the sting out of the game for St. Michael's.
Keeping on possession now is St. Michael's. Move it over towards the right hand side. Onwards they go with possession. Florenton, a point to his name so far. St. Michael's now taking the sting out of it at the moment. Across it goes to Brian Madden, the fullback, who's going to go for a run down the left hand side. Gives it towards Frank Daly. Spins around, and this might open up here. Punches the ball over towards the left hand side where Brannigan picks up possession. A big loop in hand pass hangs up in his ear. More wonderful defending at the back, where Brannigan is there on the breaking ball and pops it off the shoulder. It was intended backwards towards Fernand Cruz. Comes out of his hands, and Cruz now will be getting a little bit of a lecture. Just a warning down there, but game just gone frantic. You have it, we have it, sort of there for a couple of moments.
Yeah, it sure was, and that's exactly what it was. It's nearly both teams attacking, trying to take the sting out of it, but instead of getting turnovers, being too late on the ball. Another moment here again of it.
What you can describe as a bit of a ruck out in the middle of the field. I know Connacht are playing a little bit later on this evening. It feels like that in the moment there. It's a decision given towards Oranmore Maree, but honestly, who knows what way Christopher Ryan was going to blow the whistle that time.
Yeah, it sure was, and there's just loads and loads of body. The ball, no one could get down and pick up the ball, and that's what it was. Look at it, it's given a bit of air to Oranmore Maree at this stage, and time to probably get back into the game.
Yeah, you would say 10 minutes to go to the interval. They trail by 3, but just to say, there's another bit of a turnover there. St. Michael's had done that a couple of times. That little puncher on the corner nearly gets possession of the ball, and upwards it goes, where Stephen Kerr is going for a run. And he just had to get his body in front of that. He knew he was going to get smashed. I think he's trying to gain a yard or two as well there by pretending to take the quick one. But pure heart and putting your body on the line, if nothing else, there from St. Michael's.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's brilliant again from Stephen Kerr. He gets up the field, nice and quick. When they turn over the ball, as you said there, Dave Canaan has a swinging arm to possess the ball. It goes straight to him, Brannigan offloads it, and it's that ball again where they're all back in defence, and it's the quick transition out, and they look to do it again. And Stephen Kerr gets up, wins a free here. Probably tough ask with that bit of wind for Gary Higgins, but no doubt he'll have a go at it.
Yeah, he's placed on the floor. He's just inside the 45 on the right hand side. He got the first score of the game from a place ball. This one has an almighty swing. What an effort that is from Gary Higgins. Wow, what a strike.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Some beautiful kick. He struck it there. It was a long time travelling, and then it just dropped over the bar, and a brilliant score, and a massive score for St. Michael's.
It certainly is, and extends out their lead to 6 points to 2. But talk about a huge score. He absolutely gave that one the welly score of the day so far from Higgins. who's certainly been in the scoring. Boots have been on. The St Michael's player, another scrap on the middle of the field. Maree now. After Keller scored a couple of moments ago, you thought they might have pushed on, but so far it's been hit back with St Michael's. Ball in towards the line now, up towards Mark Rollinson, a combination of bodies, but he's been deemed that he has been fouled through that ruck, probably was as well. And another must score here from Rollinson, and this is just keeping in the game at the moment.
Yeah, it sure is. But look at it; it's really cute and experienced for Mark Rollinson there. Ball into him. It's probably a 50-50 ball. He just puts his body across him, draws the easy free, draws an easy enough free-ish hand down the back, and taps over the score, makes it a 3-point game.
Yeah, like, are you St Michael's at the moment? You're looking at the clock. 7 minutes to go to the interval, plus maybe a minute or two additional time, perhaps. They've done all the football, but it's still only a 3-point advantage.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the danger of it. They've been the better team here for the first 23 minutes of the game, but you have to look at it's only one kick of a ball. That's all that's in between the two teams. Yeah,
we got almighty confused in Croker last Saturday night. Nobody had a Scooby-Doo what was going on in the end, the truth being told. I think thankfully they're talking about getting rid of the 4 points for the goal. Just added to the confusion. It's very much the 3 at the moment. Beautiful ball in from Higgins here. Finds Brannigan. He's already got 1. Make that 2. Quick response to St Michael's, and that feels like a big score.
Yeah, it's a massive score, and it's a brilliant score again. It's probably a long ball out from goal kick, and they win a free. And then little ball inside to Gary Higgins, and it's great moving inside from Eamon Brannigan. And he doubles back around and just takes the score. When the opportunity, probably a 1v1 for a goal was on, but he said no, I'll take the tap over score.
Yeah, and the kick-out's gone array there for Oranmore Maree. So sideline ball here for St Michael's. We're just swinging back in the momentum stakes as well. Ball now in towards Connington. He's going to struggle to get this one. The keeper's gone out. Is that a push? What's the decision going to be? Nothing after the end of that. If in doubt, play on. If you were in your Galway United days, you'd be going berserk there, Porrick.
I sure would. I'd still be going berserk even in my Gaelic football days. I did feel Damien Connington was hard done by there. It's a ball inside. It looked like he was pushed as he was about to swing the foot at it.
That one certainly is an almighty clash of bodies here. It is Brian Madden and Mark Rollinson who are seeing stars at the moment. Looks like an unfortunate head collision. You could tell straight away by the oohs and ahs of the crowd here in front of us at Duggan Park. That is a sore one, and you always get a little bit concerned when you see any form of head injury as well, particularly the momentum. Yeah. Both players were going flat to the mat there. I'm not even sure they would have seen each other in the process of that. Rollinson is the first one back up his feet, up on his hunkers here in front of us, but Madden hasn't moved a lot on the ground. You'd hope that this is just protocol being ensured for the player's safety. Imagine there'll be a hot ball now when Christopher Ryan waits for the St Michael's full back to get back up on his feet. But all is a moment of concern. It allows us just to try and recap on the game so far. Clock at the moment is 25 minutes gone. It is St Michael's leading by 7 points to 3. And as we wait and see, but some of the scores have been brilliant. We talk about that place ball from Gary Higgins a couple of moments ago from the ground. Brannigan's got a couple of nice scores as well. Florentine added to the pile-in as well. Nice fine score from play. The only one for play for Oranmore Maree from Jonathan Keller. We've seen good display of shooting so far.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've been treated. I think Johnny Keller's score was brilliant to the side dummy inside. Obviously, it's kind of questionable, but then in St Michael's terms, we had some brilliant kicker from Gary Higgins. He's kicked some super scores.
Look at the amount of room here is coming for Dave Cullen. If he had pace, he'd be gone there. He's waiting for options. Brannigan's come beautifully around the loop. But thankfully, it looked like Brian Madden. He won the breaking ball from the resultant throw in there. So we hope that is an indication that the fullback is back to his 100% best. Mark Rollinson looks to be shaking off that little bit of a bang between the two bodies a couple of moments ago. Still St Michael's with the advantage, with the football at the moment, leading by 4 as we come close towards the half-time break. At the moment, it is the blue of St Michael's who will be the happier of the two sides. Frank Daly now running down towards the corner, pops the ball off. And where Gary Higgins is going for a run, and he's opened up the legs again, just shoots a couple of bodies out of the way, coming through across the face of goal. Has it gone up? It's gone over the bar. Dave Cullen punched it over in the end. Half a goal scoring opportunity. It is 8 points to 3 now, and a change taking place here for Oranmore Maree as well. Not waiting for the half-time interval. That is Owen Geraghty who's going to be introduced. I'm not quite sure if this is an injury or tactical. Either way, Jerry Fahey isn't messing around here.
Yeah, he sure isn't, and it's a strange one because I actually think that the Oranmore Maree defence has been doing reasonably well. It's just St. Michael's in terms of attacks has been brilliant, and it's been really good, and there's another brilliant move there again, and Gary Higgins showing just even the maturity he's got over the couple of years in terms of the aggression he had and driving at the heart of goal. Probably Gary Higgins 2 years ago would probably take a strike on goal, look for a goal there. Hand pass inside Dave Conanan, and it's an easy hand pass score, and it's put that 5-point gap again back in the game.
You don't want to be disrespectful, but 5 point feels a more accurate reflection of the football we've seen so far.
Yeah, it sure does, and it's been brilliant. Like in terms for St. Michael's, they'll be really, really happy coming up to the half-time interval here, and their 5 scores, as you said, Jonathan, probably is a reasonable amount to what we've seen here in the first 30 minutes.
You feel like as well on the flip side of that is Oranmore Maree need a point or two here before half-time badly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they just need. I think they need to get more control in the game. They've just been going nearly through the motions, and even in turn when they get up into attack, they've just looked like they've lost or ran out of ideas. And just now, when they need to get up, they need to probably suck the St. Michael's defence back as much as possible, draw their big men back, and then look to utilise a 1v1 somewhere around the 45.
So Oranmore Maree, they restart possession here, deep in their old half-back line at the moment. St. Michael's just clogging out that middle third at the moment, and that allows the pocket of space here in front of the stand. A great crowd in situ here already for this double-header of action here in Duggan Park. But that is wonderful defending there. Stephen Kerr, Conan Gallagher tidies things up, and now it is Brannigan going to duck and dive and keeping on possession of the football. Pops the ball over the top of Gary Higgins. The two of those duo have been wonderful. Nice little kick pass into the corner. A little bit of a slip there from the Oranmore defender hasn't helped the cause. Dave Cullen, he's got one already from the fist. Well, I don't think he's going to fancy a swing at the left here. He's still going. It's nearly open up for the big man in and full forward. Pops the ball in towards the corner. They're going to recycle the ball back around again, keeping possession. They have a lot of bodies over there. Brannigan now will surely try and switch it. And it goes backwards all the way back to Cruz. Puts the ball in the middle of the field. Gallagher now has Frank Daly in front of him. Gallagher's going for a run. He's up off the legs. Gallagher now is going through a crowd. Hits it off the inside of the boot. Difficult skill to try and do that on the run. A punt kick on the run. Just flicks it over towards the left-hand side and wide. Only their second wide of the game. But I suppose that's a player on confidence, even to try something like that from that distance.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he is. And look, he's been playing brilliant this first half here. And the opportunity like that came, I suppose they were probably looking for a bit more patience. You could see the frustration for some of the St. Mike's player, probably to go a bit more to the right-hand side and keep the ball moving.
So 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half here in Duggan Park. It'll start right about now, and it starts with St. Michael's leading by 8 points to 3, and St. Michael's, as they've done for the majority of the game so far, in possession of the football. They push up and down so brilliantly. It's like this basketball style, isn't it? Everyone attacks, everyone defends. There's not a lot of space down towards this side because they've pretty much pushed everyone forward. It is like a basketball style setup.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it probably goes down to even the SSC work. You have to look at the fitness levels of the St. Michael's team. They look like they're every time someone gets the ball or anything like that, they're really, really fit.
But what a ball that is from Brannigan. It might break kindly as the second ball breaks out. Gary Higgins, will he get back on the left? He's hit traffic. It bounces out. Good defending back there from Oranmore Maree. And I think that was Harry Keady that came through the crowd there and got that ball out for his side. Look, the goalkeeper has had enough of this. His run has to be very careful. He's seen a lot of blue. He's still going. He's been tagged. He's still going. He's lost possession of the football. Gets it on the breaking ball out by the sideline and lose possession. St. Michael's will try and take a quick one, but clever from the Oranmore Maree defence there just to scramble the ball back. But when you see your goalkeeper going for a run like that, just in first half injury time, it probably sums up their first half so far.
Yeah, it sure does. And yeah, kind of a worrying sign for Oranmore Maree. They've kind of looked like they're starting to run out of ideas where they really probably need to get in and reset and just not let the scoreboard get too daunting here.
Beautiful ball up towards Cullen now is driving down. It's fouled. But a quick thinking there. They're already, look at the blue shirts, pushing up for the squeeze. They feel like there'll be a kick out to come. Gary Higgins will trot across here. This should pretty much bring the first half action to a close. At the moment, their advantage is 5 St. Michael's. It's been a fine performance so far from Mike Hughes' side. Will they try and put the cherry on the top of an impressive first half display and extend that advantage to 6? Higgins has the scoring boots on so far and makes no mistake again. And another one up in the air, white flag that is for St. Michael's. 9 points to 3 in the county semi-final against, bear in mind, a clash that we thought would have been on a knife edge. That's a fine performance.
Yeah, it is. It's been an absolutely cracking performance from St. Michael's, and Mike Hughes will be really, really impressed with this 15 men out there today. Look, and they've gave everything. Their fitness levels look superb. Their energy levels is absolutely brilliant. And look at their transition back into defence so quickly. And even when they turn over the ball, they get up and they get bodies up. And you've seen that there with the amount of numbers they had in attack in the last attack.
Yeah, it is Oranmore Maree now coming for one attack before the interval. They've pushed everyone forward. The time is pretty much up, so no time for lateral hand passing out in the middle of the field. Do find room on the left-hand side, moving through their hands. But look at St. Michael's, they've just clogged up that middle, almost half-back line. Sea of bodies. It's going for an incoming run through the crowd there. Again, finding space on the left-hand side. So congested. Can they get the shot away? They can. It's a difficult angle. And it's over towards the left-hand side and wide. Wide number 3 for Oranmore Maree. Looks like that will bring the end to the first half action here at Duggan Park. Christopher Ryan, I think he wants one more play. Although sometimes you do this, what I think is infuriating. You let the keeper take the kick out, tell him hurry up, and then blow it up.
And blow the whistle then, yeah. It's
not just me then.
Yeah, it's a strange enough one, but he's letting it
play. No, he's letting him play. Out towards the middle it gets, and Oranmore Maree have got it, and then they've lost it. And look at this over the top. This could be a runner. This could be curtains here in first half. As Eamon Brannigan's come through 2 or 3. It breaks kindly for Gary Higgins. Will he get it? No, Brannigan says it's mine. Then hits traffic. It's told to get up. Oh, that could have been half a goal scoring score. It is the half-time interval, definitely now in Duggan Park. The advantage for St. Michael's is 9 points to 3. But are you thinking that was nearly a goal scoring opportunity there?
Yeah, it is. It's a massive opportunity. It's a great ball in over the top, and Ian Brannigan probably just looks to get away, and probably Gary Higgins didn't give him enough of a shout there to roar that he was coming to flick it, because he was coming at serious speed. Look at St. Michael's go in. They've 9 points scored. They've been really, really impressed. The energy levels has been superb. So look, we're going to go where they've been really impressive, but Oranmore will have to regroup, come out in the second half and show the fight we've seen all championship from them. Yeah,
are you at the stage where the hairdryer needs to be plugged in right now?
Yeah, it probably is a stage of that. Look at your 30 minutes for being knocked out of championship and the football being over for the year, so it looks like you got to get down and nitty gritty now and be the monsters you have to be in the dressing room and try to get this team riled up for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, what a half an hour of football it has been for St. Michael's here. They make their way off. The happier of the two sides. 9 points to 3 is the half-time score in their favour over Oranmore Maree. We'll leave you with some first half highlights. I think, spoiler alert, a number of those will be quality St. Michael scores, but do join us very, very shortly for the second half of action here in Duggan Park.
Played a brilliant pass inside here to Gary Higgins.
And he's away. Higgins makes his way through. Will he get the shot away? Half thought of go for goal. Lashes it over the bar. The game's ever so lively. Gary Higgins now, he's got 2. Will he make it 3? Beautiful spin. He's going through and goal, punches it up, punches it over the bar. From one situation there as well, but something just to keep us confused. And this is a nice little play, and Florentine very much is in the game. Can he get his shot away? He has. He's nailed it.
Again, and look at, there's lots of signs of positive, lots of signs of negative, as a lot of people say, but
it's a long range effort. Comes in. What a score that is. Defence. Gives it towards Connington. Will he fancy a shot? No. Gives it infield. Brannigan now is opening up. Can he get the shot away? Yeah, one is good. Earlier on the game, Keller now dummy solo, maybe a little bit too high, but keeps possession of the football. Keller now difficult angle. This one might be just. I thought it might have been short. He's gone in. Score the game from a place ball. This one has an almighty swing. What an effort that is from Gary Higgins. It's very much the 3 at the moment. Beautiful ball in from Higgins here. Finds Brannigan. He's already got 1. Make that 2. Quick response to St. Michael's. And he's opened up the legs again. Just shoots a couple of bodies out of the way. Coming through across the face of goal. Has it gone up? It's gone over the bar. Dave Cullen punched it over in the end.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrollment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
here, where we're ready to restart proceedings. And Christopher Ryan has thrown the ball in here for the second time over the course of the game. It is St. Michael's leading by 9 points to 3. Wait and see the changes on both sides. You would feel, Porrick, you think you spotted one or two out there through the pile of bodies. We'll wait and try and get confirmation of that. But at the moment, what you would say is despite any changes that might have happened out here, it is St. Michael's who look like they're continuing to start as they were. Higgins now gives it towards Florentine, who moves across the pitch. So you've caught a couple of changes here for Oranmore Maree.
Yeah, it looks like Conor Quern is on for Oranmore Maree. I don't know who he's in place of. It looks like a substitution anyways. And it's as you are for St. Michael's.
Yeah, so I think we hear Christy Brown on the PA behind us. It is number 6, Shane Finn, I believe, that's made way. But look at St. Michael's coming flying forward again here with the football. Backwards it goes, switched over towards the left-hand side. Now comes all the way across here. Owen Kernan loses possession of the football almost, but holds on to it in the end. And now Connaughton now goes back to shy of his 45. He's going to let it for Colin Galler to pick things up. His side leading by 9 points to 3 here at the moment, as we're early doors into the start of the second half. And as Connaughton now comes so a little forward, punches the ball up towards Dave Clongan, and he gets it on a straight run. He needs a runner off the shoulder. Does find one. Connaughton takes a shot. Flashes it over the face of the goal in the end. A fine score. It is Connaughton's first of the game. Extends their lead out. 10 points now to 3. But Porrick, dare I say, is another goal scoring opportunity there.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and it looks like St. Michael's are just content to just tap the ball over the bar. It was probably an opportunity, a great turn from Dave Canaan, and offloads to Damien Connaughton. He's probably the heart of the goal to run at for about 10 yards, and instead he just taps it over the bar. So it is, but it's a great score again for St. Michael's. And another substitution as well on for Oranmore is Declan Gill has stepped into the fray, number 24.
So you do feel like that Oranmore Maree need to get things motoring right now, or their championship will be over. It was all the big hoodoo of getting over the quarter-final. They won't be happy if they won't get through the semi-final, but they need to start getting a bit of football more. A heavy enough challenge comes on there. Who's an house from the crowd, but it's still play on, as they call it now. It's down towards that corner towards our left-hand side. Looks like St. Michael's will come out with the football, and that they have. Leading here, and 2.5 minutes gone now in the second half. 10 points to 3. It's a big advantage though, Porrick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a massive advantage, and even especially with the work rate that St. Michael's are showing, even when they turn over the ball, they fight and hound to win the ball back, and Conal Gallagher has been instrumental in the middle of the field for it.
It's getting very tasty as another late hit comes in there. Christopher Ryan will have to play that one where it landed. It's all getting hot and buttered out in front of us here. Bodies on the floor at both sides. I don't think it's 2 St. Michael's players, in fact, down in front of us. Gary Higgins, I think, got the first clatter, and then it was Damien Connaughton got that point a couple of moments ago. Got a bit of a follow through here. Christopher Ryan is calling over one of the Oranmore Maree defenders here as well. I think it's just a case of, after be getting that spicy in front of us, referee will have to flash a yellow card, you would imagine, here, just to try and cool the jets a little bit. Indeed, it is Owen Garrity, just introduced in the last couple of moments at the end of the first half, who has been shown a yellow card. Ethan Florentine takes a free quickly and gets a 1-2, gets the ball back, and now he's looking to open up the legs. Look at the speed of the wing forward going through. Nice little hand pass over the top, where Dave Hurley gets it under a little bit of a pressure there. Backwards it goes. Not quite sure, was he going to give it for the throw or the too many steps. It's either way, it's going to be brought forward with the 10 yards or so. But it almost opened up yet again there. Yeah, it did, Jan. It was brilliant again from Ethan Florentino. Again, he stepped inside and drove at the heart, trying to create that space for him, but it just didn't get the offload right, and probably a harsh enough decision from Christopher Ryan, I thought myself. But look, it gives Oranmore a chance now to get up the field. It certainly is, as they go continuing on the attack in towards the corner. I feel like they need to get this scoreboard motoring pretty lively. And at the moment, it's just the 3 points on the board from the Oranmore Maree perspective. Mark Wallinson goes outside of the right. White ball in the end. It's one of those on a knife edge. Had he got that place, it nearly would have taken the roof off the place here. Yeah, it would have. It would have been one of them scores that just lifted the whole Oranmore crowd here in front of us and the whole Oranmore team. But probably just
tough opportunity to take on, I suppose. But look, you need a moment like that to get you going. And look at Conal Gallagher here, stepping off into the middle, straight in at the heart, and an offload to Eamon Brannigan.
And Brannigan has put it wide. Wow. You feel like the game has been in a type of position, such as the dominance for Mike Hughes' side, that they've let a couple of big opportunities go. Like, that's a little, maybe may sound like a little bit silly saying that when they lead by 7, but it could be 3 or 4 more on top of that.
Easily, yeah. And for me, that's the biggest one of them all. That's the biggest goal opportunity they had. The opportunity there for Conal Gallagher. He draws so many men at him, and he just, Eamon Brannigan offloads him. He slows down instead of just taking it at the speed he can go and drive straight at the goal, but unfortunately he just executes wide.
Connaughton now open up the legs again outside the 45, goes across towards the left-hand side where Brannigan gets it. Doesn't look to be unearned, but that missed a couple of moments ago. Gives it towards Dave Cullen. He's been a powerful runner, and he's won another free for his side there as well. And again, I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but he's never going to shoot from there. He's just looking for contact. He's almost like a water carrier role in there, but he's covering some amount of hard yards for his side.
Yeah, he is. He's been brilliant today. So he has, and he goes in. And he's probably that middle third, or the higher end of the top third sector. He plays in the pitch, just inside the 45, and he's just getting on ball, and he's drawing fouls, and he's giving the quick offloads to the two players running off the shoulder of him. It's been a brilliant performance from Dave Cullen, and sets his team up for another score here.
Gary Higgins takes it from the hands and extends out his side's lead at the moment. And if we look at the scoreboard and look at the time, most importantly, 6.5 minutes gone now in the second half here in Duggan Park. 11 points to 3 at this stage of the game. 8-point advantage. Second half of the county semi-final against 2 eagerly matched and evenly matched sides at that as well. Not what we would have expected.
No, it's not at all. And look at Oranmore, just haven't played to the potential they probably had all year, and will be really disappointed with it. But look at, there's still 20 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go yet in this game.
Yeah, looking like a stage where they might need green flags at the moment. Keller now outside the deep, puts across towards the right hand side. Again, look at St. Michael's. Look at the defence on there. Might be a little ball over the top here in towards the corner. That he is. Bounces away and then booted away. I think that was Cruz that came out and got man ball on the works there. Wonderful defending from the centre back there. Big punch pass down the line up towards Hurley. Takes it bravely. Had to nearly brace himself because it felt like a big challenge was going to come in. Ethan Florentine pulls on the handbrake. Must have had the review mirrors in there, as Mark Ronson couldn't resist a little bit of a nibble. And Florentine will take his time here as well. 8 minutes gone now in the second half. 8-point advantage. I'll repeat what I said a couple of seconds ago. Not what we would have expected. It all's down. The yellow card has been flashed there to Mark Ronson, but it's all down to St. Michael's. They are playing this game on their terms.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're controlling the whole game, and they've been absolutely and utterly immense today. Like, they've given, put a show on in terms of the energy they've showed off the ball, and then the minute they win the ball back, the transition to forward has been absolutely brilliant. And look at it, it's probably something they felt they were hard done by last year, but they're coming down here and setting a statement to this intermediate. Connaughton
now comes through a crowd with the football, heading towards the corner, has Frank Daly, as Colin Gallagher is slightly behind him as well. Gallagher gets the ball, still going, drive the needle stuff, and still going, the midfielder is still going, he's down on the floor, referee says play on, and outwards they come with the football. Nearly opened up yet again, as bodies now are dropping to the floor, left, right and centre. There's a couple of injured parties out here in front of us. But Colin Gallagher, you're nearly at the situation where you're already thinking, should Pádraig Joyce be looking to extend out his side? He's certainly in that conversation.
Yeah, he definitely is, and he's been absolutely brilliant here today, so he has. And look at there, he had absolutely no right to get through, and he was probably one slip of the ball away from getting clean through, and it's just brilliant from Colin Gallagher. He drives straight through 2 or 3 bodies, and look at, he's putting his hand up and he's saying, Pádraig Joyce, are you looking at me like?
Yeah, looks like it'll be Harry Duffy. He'll be introduced in the next couple of moments for Oranmore Maree. Their side aren't wasting any time though at the moment. 10 minutes now gone in the second half. St. Michael's leading by 11 points to 3. Oranmore Maree. Now Mark Ronson looks like he's run into traffic over there. Just about gets the ball away, although I think it's a scramble here. Who's going to get it? Oranmore Maree come through a crowd, but it's a pull pass over the top And now comes the St. Michael's defence again. Look where Gary Higgins is at the moment. He's looking up for a boot pass. There's nobody really there. Long ball over the top now. It's going to ask a lot of Connaughton. Connaughton gets the ball now. He's inside the 45. If he can look up this open country in front of him, gets the ball through. Just about gets his way towards Kerr. Kerr's going to run towards the corner. Might get possession. He won't go defending at the back yet again. John Burke has been pretty impressive. But my God, it's been an uphill battle because he's not getting a lot of help at times.
Yeah, he has. He's been absolutely very, very immense for Oranmore today in the defence, and probably one of the bright sparks. But again, you have to look at Stephen Kerr there. They turn over the ball. Gary Higgins offloads it inside to Damien Connaughton, and it's a great long ball inside to a little ball inside to Stephen Kerr, who makes a 70-yard burst of the lungs running and gets up there to support his attack, but just didn't get there in time.
So onwards they come. They keep on possession in towards the corner. And that ball ricochets left, right and centre. And it is a 45 that's been awarded as Harry Duffy joins the action as the rain makes its entrance here in Duggan Park. Could make that battle in the second game even more juicy, shall we say.
Yeah, it sure will. It'll be it's going to add a lot more fire to that game in the second game, and conditions go like this. So
Darragh O'Malley is in. He is replacing Damien Connaughton, and what a return.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's been absolutely immense. Credit to him. He's played 40 minutes here today. Probably he's getting tired, legs are getting tired, but he's been brilliant at the heart of attack for that St. Michael's attack.
So keep on possession now, goes over towards the left-hand side. The rain swarming down with even more intensity at the moment. 11 points to 3 is St. Michael's advantage. 11 and a half minutes gone here in the second half. Another turnover, and now comes St. Michael's. And onwards to go. Another ball over the top towards Brannigan. He's running towards the left-hand side. He needs help because he's going to break the 45. And look at the running inside here. O'Malley was making that late run, but Brannigan holds onto the ball. Gives it out inside to Colin Galler. Colin Galler high. Colin Galler very, very good. Colin Galler over the bar. St. Michael's look like, I'll say it, 18 minutes to go, is it, give or take? It's going to take something drastic if they're not in the county final.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it. They've probably put one step in the foot, and look at the crowd. Conal Gallagher gets the score he deserves today. He's been absolutely brilliant, and there again another brilliant turnover from Darragh O'Malley. Another brilliant turnover for Darragh O'Malley, and turns up and drives at the heart of the defence, and it's a score again for Conal Gallagher.
Yeah, another couple of changes taking place there as well. That's Harry Keady making away, and he's replaced by Jamie Cullen, and so he's straight into the action straight away. Sprays the ball over towards the right hand side. It's advantage very much St. Michael's here at the moment, but Maree now holding on to possession. They're pushed everyone forward. Infields it goes now. This is going to be a drop in around the house. There's a shot and goal. It looks like it's a good shot, and it is a wonderful score. And over the bar it goes. A badly needed score as well for Maree. And it is one of the substitutes there, Porrick, that's come into the action straight away. Fine score.
Yeah, it's a brilliant score, and it's a brilliant move again to get up and look at the score badly needed for Maree, and probably a hit and hope really shot, but it's a great score again for Maree.
So the ball has been driven over towards the left hand side. Keeping on possession here is St. Michael's. Their advantage now just chip back towards 8 at the moment. Still got a bit of time to go, but at the moment it would take something drastic, because St. Michael, at all facets of the game at the moment, seem to be in control, moving the ball nicely through the lines. It's picked up over there, and they're going to switch it across. Kernan now, and finds a bit of option in front of him. Shane Maloney now has possession of the football, up towards Cullen again. What a performance he's put in a full forward. He's going, and he's been pulled down just outside the 21. And yet again, it's nothing outrageous. It's win the ball, turn around and run powerfully at the Maree defence.
And that's exactly it. He's been absolutely immense in there. The ball goes into him, and he's just turning, and he's turning with the ball on the outside hand, so it's nearly impossible to tackle him. And he just pulls it, and again draws the foul, and Oranmore pulls him down, and it probably questionable black card, but he does get away with it. It's only yellow flashed.
Yeah, maybe a moment of sympathy there perhaps from Christopher Ryan. But Gary Higgins now will try and extend out his lead further here in front of us. It's a place ball just on the 21 left hand side, and he nails it over the bar. 13 points now for St. Michael's, just the 4 towards Maree. Looks like We will get St. Michael's, who will be an hour of football away for, I suppose what you'd say, put right their slip from last year. Oranmore Maree now trying to change that, coming flying forward on the attack. There's runners absolutely everywhere, popped off the shoulder, shots been taken. As it squeezed its way in, it has. It's another fine score. It's just starting to get the scoreboard moving at the moment now. 5 points is our tally at the moment, but there are a little bit of efforts from distance as we watch Gavin Somerville come into the action here as well. I think he's been to the barbers as well since we last seen him.
Yeah, it's a different style haircut. Each to their own and all that, but look at it's a great move from Oranmore there, and it's a score that badly needed. And look at, they really need to probably get back-to-back scores here and try to stop the St. Michael's run that they're point for point.
Yeah, David Hurley bit a beautiful run from that kick out there as well, cleverly found by Stephen Daly, and it keeps possession for his side now. 13 points to 5 is the St. Michael's advantage at the moment. Coming up with 16 minutes of action gone here in the second half here at Duggan Park, and you can almost a little bit of anticlimax in the air, because I think people expected this to be a lot closer than it is at the moment. Shot comes in here from distance. This one looks good. This one is good. St. Michael's now are starting to chip away. Ethan Florentine with his second at the game, but he just caressed that over the bar.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, a brilliant strike again. And it's one of those, as I was saying to you, you don't want to be conceding another score straight after scoring or more, but they did. And here's an opportunity again.
Look at that! Look at the hands. Shot comes in. Will it go away? What's his decision going to be? Oh, he's going to say Onkern was not fouled. I think, Porrick, I'm an old cynic. I think if that game's a lot closer, it might have been given.
Yeah, it's a really tough one. Probably as he's stepping inside, Onkern, he steps inside and it looks like he's about to pull the trigger, and it's like a late arm comes on him and just isn't given. It's a tough one, but look, it's a lifeline for Oranmore Maree.
What you would say as well is the goals created opportunity for St. Michael's must be nearly in double digits at this rate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the amount of opportunities they've created, and it's been absolutely massive. And look at it, something even Mike Hughes and his management team will be working on going forward, I'd say, in terms of how many goal chances they're creating and not taking the scores from it, and introducing now the likes of Brian Harlow into the middle of the field.
Yeah, but what a performance by Cruz there at centre back. He's literally clogged up the heart of that defence.
Yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. He's as you said, just said yourself, he's clogged up the middle of the line and just not let them get through in any sort of shape.
It's a bit of an up and under there. Turns into a Gary Owen on the right hand side of the goal. Bodies come up. I think a player's got smashed in the process there as well, maybe one or two. Bit of a ruck type situation here. Somerville has scampered to keep possession. He's got it. He's done well there. The substitute in on the act here as well, as we look at the clock a little bit more. 80 minutes now gone in the second half. Somerville coming forward with the fresh legs with the football, running in towards the middle of the pitch. It gives it towards Gary Higgins, who pops it off quickly over towards the left hand side. 14 points now for St. Michael's to the 5 of Oranmore Maree here in Duggan Park. And St. Michael's now looking very impressive on the football. Colin Gallagher, what another standout performance he's had in the middle of the pitch. Florentine hasn't been half bad either at wing forward as he continues to run forward. A little bit of a roulette, but runs into traffic, but still cleverly keeps possession away. Gallagher had to brace himself there because those men coming flying at him, and Gallagher is still going. We've seen this before here in Duggan Park. Ball over the top. It goes towards Brannigan. Brannigan will take a shot from a difficult angle. Brannigan has nailed it over the bar. I think that's point number 3 for the St. Michael's wing forward. It's definitely point number 15 for the St. Michael's tally. And another glorious score.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, again, and look at Jonathan. We've been singing his praises all game, but Conal Gallagher again has been absolutely brilliant there. He broke 2 challenges, offloaded inside to him. Brannigan probably a hint of again he could be carrying the ball forward, but no, he steps back on the right hand side and kicks a brilliant score.
Ball out in the middle of the pitch here as well, and of course it is. It's St. Michael's. David Hurley picks up possession. Dave Cullen now a little bit deeper at the moment. Gives it to Brian Harlow quickly off the act now and gives it towards Gary Higgins. Gary Higgins from distance. Gary Higgins makes it an 11-point advantage for St. Michael's here in the county semi-final. I'm merely thinking of those words before I even say them. It doesn't feel right. This has been a monumental performance from St. Michael's.
It has, and look at it. You look out here and you've seen nearly 50 minutes of football, and you just say the taste of the senior ranks for St. Michael's for so long has really shown today, and the gulp of class they've shown in terms of their energy levels, their fitness levels, and the grasp of when they turn over the ball, the transition level up has been so impressive. And like the likes of Conal Gallagher, David Canaan, Eamon Brannigan, Gary Higgin have been instrumental to leading them to this 15-point or 11-point lead.
You look at situations, and I also, in stages like this, you look across, we all have a graw for the association football as well. You look at teams in the Premier League, big teams that get relegated, sometimes they can go free fall, and there's teams, look how many teams we've seen over the years that have been regulars in the Premier League through different names over the years, just never come back because it's so difficult to bounce back. St. Michael's are trying to do this, trying to come back straight away, and teams can react both different ways. They can feel sorry for themselves and kind of sink their way down, or they can just roll up the bit here and grind the way back. And that looks like what St. Michael's have done out here.
It is, yeah. Look, at a lot of credit must go to Mike Hughes and his management team. I know they had Colin Tumman involved last year, and he was obviously such a heavy loss to St. Michael's, but Mike Hughes came in and took over the reins, and he's brought in a brilliant backroom team: Mike Huchter, John Rowan, Mark Bann and Dave Malal. It's all lads that are probably really well knowledge on the St. Michael's, and they know that they're a good enough team to be up challenging in the senior ranks, and credit where credit is due to them. They've put the knit and grit to it this, and today they've shown in a monster performance so far.
They certainly have. Maree now, they definitely need goals at the moment, you would feel. They trail by 11 here. They've got a free in just outside the D. 9 minutes of normal time action left here in Duggan Park. As I see Dave Hurley make way there as well. Fresh legs. It's a couple of changes being made here in the last couple of moments by Mike Hughes and his management. I see Glenamady getting ready down towards far side there as we watch Mark Ronson and strike this one up and over the bar. Point number 6 now for Oranmore Maree, but 16 for St. Michael's. 21.5 minutes gone. Of course, that is Glenamady facing Calter in the second of the double-header here at Duggan Park. And the way the clouds are going, Pádraig, we have lucky this is one of the grounds in the county that does have floodlights. You'd nearly say spark them up now. Yeah,
definitely. The clouds don't look too pleasing over there, and look at it's going to be a humdinger of a game. It's a North Galway derby in terms of Calter and Glenamady, we all know, and both teams have made such strides. Our clubs have made such strides in their development in the last couple of years, so they'll be really happy, and it's a chance to play probably the looking at the moment. I don't want to jinx myself, but St. Michael's outfit.
Well, Pádraig, it'll take something drastic. 8 minutes of normal time left, and St. Michael's, they lead by 10. Oranmore Maree now pushed up, but it looks like it's another turnover. And that's Brian Harlow back there forcing a turnover right corner back position. That probably tells you the work rate. Yeah, it does, yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, it's the work rate. And look at already they have 4 lads already ahead of the ball from a turnover, and look at the driving heart. And here it is, and this is what's been really, really impressive, I think, from St. Michael's today. McGovern did run into a bit of, I suppose, traffic there, but cleverly was able to keep possession. Gives it back now towards Harlow. The substitutes starting to combine here. Brannigan, who very much started from the off, gives it back towards Ethan Florentine, switches it. What a pass that is from the left, from right to left, just switches the whole point of the attack. Gallard, will he come forward? Scoops the ball backwards to Somerville. Somerville now running outside the D, back towards the 45. Florentine now looks like he's going to open up the eggs, gives it towards Somerville. Somerville from dead centre in front of the post, and Somerville over the bar, his first of the game. 17 points now for his side, with 23 minutes gone in the second half. That's some shooting. It is, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And as you say it, like a lot of people say, today's game, probably 15 scores is the target, and with 53 minutes gone in the game, 17 scores is really, really impressive, and who's to say there won't be more for them. And it's a brilliant score then from Gavin Somerville. So the advantage for St. Michael's is back out towards 11. Oranmore Maree now on the attack again, down towards the right hand side. I think we said about 5 or 6 minutes ago they needed goals. They definitely need them now. They've got a free in here. Again, it's clever defending, you would say. The foul has been done well away from the goal. You're nodding with agreement there, Pádraig. Not often you agree with me. Only once in a while, but I know it is. It's brilliant again from Smart from St. Michael's. Don't let him in, don't let him at the heart of your goal. Could see the 1 instead of a 3. That's probably the best way of looking at it. So the free, they have to just go short and then try and drive it in. It's gone over the bar. That's a fine score in the end. As the rain swarms its way down here, looks like a couple of more changes are about to take place. But 7 points now for Oranmore Maree, with just less than 6 minutes of normal time left here. A 10-point advantage for St. Michael's. And no surprise to see them make the couple of changes there as well. Get fresh legs on. Jack Brown is back, is definitely into the side there as well. Up towards Brian Harlow, got a hand to that. And of course, Colin Gallagher is coming. And straight away into the yak there is Jack Brown. He's up in the legs straight away, gives it towards Gary Higgins. He'd probably take a shot on goal, you feel. No, goes backwards towards Gallagher. Standing position, this one will be short. It's well caught in the end there by Declan Burke. And out with the football he goes. And they try and move forward. And Maree now deep in their own half-back line. Back towards the goalkeeper who's trying to join the act. And gives it out over here towards the left-hand side. Colin gets possession, boots it down the line. It's almost intercepted. It's won now by St. Michael's and a scramble. And straight away a bit of another substitute over there. Oh no, it's like in fact Shane Maloney started from the off. He went a beautiful little chip pass, a little dink to himself there. This free will be brought forward a couple of more yards here by Christopher Ryan, just outside the 45 mark. Ronson has possession of the football, but trailing by 10 here with 4.5 minutes to go. They need to try and work a couple of goals, you would feel. They go short over towards the right hand side. Somerville got the last score, is now back doing some defending, might have forced a turnover. I think he has, you know. Gary Higgins is there as well. Kerr is trying to get it, and a free out been given. And just look at that work rate, Porrick. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable. It's been really, really good in terms of Stephen Kerr has been brilliant there and getting bodies in. Somerville very good, and Gary Higgins back as well, involved in that turnover. It's been, I can't iterate enough how much of an impressive performance it has been from St. Michael's today.
You're on the attack again here, looking to try and extend their lead. As the clock now shows 4 minutes of normal time left here. Brannigan, how much ball has he covered over the course of the day? Gary Higgins' possession stats must be quite high as well. He certainly got the scoreboard ticking, the duo. Backwards it goes. Where they keep on possession now in the middle of the field. There's options left, right and centre. And this is almost a run at ease. There's a long ball in, potentially in around the house. They go over towards the right hand side where Jack Brown gets possession. Gives it towards Brian Harlow. Harlow now scoops the ball infield. Asking a lot there of his teammate, who's under a little bit of pressure there. And James Somerville will have to... you won't thank him for that pass, shall we say?
No, he won't. It was probably one of them passes looped up into the air and gave an opportunity for John Burke to come in and dispossess him as much as quick as possible. And there's an outlet ball there from the Oranmore keeper, and it's just loose and it's over the top and gives possession back to St. Michael's.
Eamon Brannigan now coming flying forward and has options inside, but Brannigan wants another shot at the post. This one's another one short, and it will allow Declan Burke to get possession again over towards his left hand side here. The clock is very much Oranmore Maree's enemy at the moment. The scoreboard doesn't make any pretty viewing from their perspective either. 17 points for St. Michael's to the 7 of Oranmore Maree, who are on possession here at the moment. And Aaron Doyle wins the free for his side. And the notebook is out here for Christopher Ryan. I have to say, I didn't see a hell of a lot in that one.
No, I think it's just a collide of bodies, nearly looking. Dave Canan just kind of puts his body into him, and it's a clatter from that.
Yeah, so it looks like the full forward who's been an almighty shift, not just a tick. And that allows possession now to try and pretty much push everyone forward here and drive it in around the house, as it is a high ball. Up into the sky it goes. But it breaks kindly, although the breaking ball is won back at the second occasion. But just as I say that, out they come with possession of the football. James Somerville, another substitute, finds a runner off the left-hand side. The blue shirts from the city are coming flying forward again down the left-hand side here in Ballinasloe. Gary Higgins, another turnover from his side, boots the ball backwards, keeping possession. Ethan Florentine flicks it up into his possession. And he'll go right, and then he goes left. Down by the sideline he goes again, opens up the legs. A little hand pass over the top here. Encourages Gary Higgins to come forward. Scoops down to get possession outside the 21 on the left-hand side. Gives it towards Colin, who's almost now at a walking pace, but then motors up through the gears. He's coming through and goal again. He's probably going to tap this one over the bar. He does. It's his second punch effort of the game. It's equally as important. Extends out his side lead. Back towards 11-point advantage again. I think he's run himself into the ground here as well, but just more old school, hard running.
And that's exactly what it is, and it's just brilliant again from St. Michael's, the patience in attack in terms of Gary Higgins slow it down, a little 1-2 then with Ethan Florentine, and then a little ball inside to Dave Canan, who looks like he's nearly stopped to a dead walking pace, and then just a little skip inside, accelerates in along the end line, and just a hand pass over the bar, and it's a great score again for St. Michael's.
I tell you what, the officials don't have any sympathy at all. They've added 4 minutes of addition time as well now, when it's a case of, will you just blow it up and put nearly both sides out of their misery here now at the moment. It's cool when you're out there and you hear that.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, look at 4 minutes to be added on. It's kind of just killing poor Oranmore more than anything else.
It allows St. Michael's to come on the attack. Look at Brian Harlow. He might fancy himself at goal. No, he taps it up. Oh, he's put it wide, you know. That's a horrible miss in the end. Do you put that down on that file we have? It's getting increasingly light. Half a goal scoring opportunity as well, because if he pushed on there was open country in front of the goal.
Yeah, you have to look at it like that. It's a 3v1 at the end of the day. I'm looking here at Mike Hughes, and he's absolutely furiating with Brian Harlow's chance here. So look at, he's roared at him to get back into defence after the opportunity, and shaking his head. And look at it, it's another goal opportunity. Will be something for St. Michael's to look at. They have created a power of them, and probably do need to get goals in this day and age. We know what the champions are going to get like in the later stages. Obviously, the final coming up.
Conlan now, this time from the boot. It's half blocked. It's a scramble there. He's still fighting. But it is Declan Burke in the goal for Oranmore. Maree gets possession back as we've played just less than a minute of the 4 minutes of additional time here at the end of the second half here at Duggan Park, where St. Michael's will be making themselves through to the county final. They lead at the moment by 18 points to 7. Of course, don't forget, you'll see Glenamaddy down to our right hand side there getting warmed up. They play Caltra in the second of today's semi-finals here at Duggan Park. Can we promise listeners and viewers that that'll be a closer game?
Well, we have to hope we can, because this has been a steamrolling from St. Michael's, so we have to hope that the North Galway derby will bring some sort of blood, sweat and tears.
I don't like the pause there at the start. It's you would imagine both sides, they do feel, well, I suppose we'll probably repeat a lot of the points we said prior to this game, but you do feel particularly that Caltra and Glenamaddy are very evenly matched. Should be battle. The rain is going to make things even more challenging out here in Duggan Park, as another kick out comes out in front of us. Up go the bodies again, and it's won by Gavin Somerville, and gets the ball back to his side. Now James Somerville is going to pick up the ball here in front of us. He's going to break the 45, and he's going to look up, see a lot of options in front of him. He might fancy a shot and goal himself. He's going all the way back, just managed to get the pass away towards Eamon Brannigan, who hits a bit of traffic, needs to go backwards, has the advantage. And it'll be another free, you would feel, here for Gary Higgins. But that hard running is continuing going. We're now up to the 32nd minute of the second half. And it feels like the second minute, the way St. Michael's just continue just to hound away at the Oranmore Maree defence. As we watch Gary Higgins now get the resultant free. Try and extend out his side's lead. He's outside the 21 on the right hand side. He's going to strike this one off the hands. And that one looks good, and that one is good, and over the bar it goes. And a remarkable 12-point advantage now for St. Michael's, with time almost up, about a minute and 10 seconds of injury time remaining. But 19 points for St. Michael's, 7 points for Oranmore Maree, and what a bit of scoring as the rain pelters down even more here.
Yeah, it is. It's been a brilliant long high ball in here. Oh. Yeah, it's brilliant from his goalkeeper Stephen Daly. Long high ball comes in there from Jamie Cullan, and he comes out with 2 fists and punches out for 45. But look at it, it's been really good, and it's a great score there again from Gary Higgins down the far end, and attack for Oranmore. But look at it, it's kind of a hit and hope now at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like the scoreboard might have fallen asleep there. They didn't want to add the last one. There, when I watch Oranmore Maree scoop it in around the house. Somerville comes out with the football, and there is Eamon Brannigan, who gets the football into his hands again and is running forward over towards the left hand side. They keep on possession, a little bit high perhaps. That allows Oranmore Maree to get possession back into their hands and go for one more attack, you feel, here. Onwards they go. Another bit of challenge comes in, and look at Gary Higgins. You're shaking your head there, Porrick. It's the skillful, small, jinky corner forward, come back, putting his hand in, winning the ball back for his side, boots the ball in towards the corner, towards Brannigan. He's going to run to the corner. It feels like a soccer where he's just going to let it dribble and dribble and dribble. He does pick it up, and over towards the left hand side he goes. Around the house he goes, keeps on possession for his side. And St. Michael's now are going to finish with aplomb, it feels, as Brian Harlow gives it back towards Brannigan. And there is the full-time whistle. And it is St. Michael's who have waltzed away into the county final here with a simply outstanding performance.
Yeah, they have, and that's exactly what it's been, Jonathan. It's been an absolutely outstanding performance. Run from right from number one up. It's some absolute stars. Gary Higgins kicking 9 scores today, and Eamon Brannigan with 3 from play. Like it's really firepower they've showed, and they've came back to their. Look, you said they've had a tough year last year, relegation. They've probably sat down together and said, look, we have to put the wrongs right now this year, and they have. And look, they're 60 minutes away from back into senior football again, and they will be feared going into it, known for Caltra or Glenamaddy, whichever team progresses in the next round.
They certainly will, and I'm looking back here, Porrick. The score when the sides met earlier on this season, it was a victory for Oranmore Maree, 216 to 19 points.
Yeah, it's a lot different today. Like you're reading out of there, and you see St. Michael's with 18 points and Oranmore Maree with 7. You see that they've just stopped, and I can't even remember distinctly a goal chance that Oranmore created, which we've heard all year. Oranmore are great at getting goals and creating goal chances, but today was just not one of them days. Look at it, it's a credit to Oranmemore. They've made leaps and bounds on. They've got past the quarter-final hurdle, and they've been brilliant, and the development you see going on in their club has been brilliant. The credit must go to them, and look, I'm sure they'll regroup, and Jerry Farrell will get them in, and he'll set them down and tell them they've made great strides this year, and that they have.
Yeah, we watch Caltra are out in front of us as well. Not that it really matters anything in the end. It is certainly St. Michael's through, but I have it that St. Michael's got to 19 points as well. The lads back in base agree with as well, so I think just rubber stamps that performance even greater. So it's definitely St. Michael's into the final here of the Peter Kern Electrical Intermediate Football semi-final after victory. But who will they join them? Who will be playing? It's definitely going to be North versus West. Will it be Caltra? Will it be Glenamaddy? We will find out very soon. But here, stay with us. We'll be back very shortly for the second of the double headers, and we'll find out who will St. Michael's play in that intermediate football semi-final even.
Played a brilliant pass inside here to Gary Higgins.
And he's away. Higgins makes his way through. Will he get the shot away? Half thought of go for goal. Lashes it over the bar. The game's ever so lively. Gary Higgins now, he's got 2. Will he make it 3? Beautiful spin. He's come through and goal. Punches it up. Punches it over the bar. From one situation there as well, but something just to keep us confused. And this is a nice little play. And Florentine very much is in the game. Can he get his shot away? He has. He's nailed it.
Again, and look, there's lots of signs of positive, lots of signs of negative, as a lot of people say.
It's a long-range effort. Comes in. What a score that is. Defence gives it towards Connington. Will he fancy a shot? No. Gives it infield. Brannigan now is opening up. Can he get the shot away? That one is good. And earlier on the game, Keller now dummy solo, maybe a little bit too high, but keeps possession of the football. Keller now difficult angle. This one might be just. I thought it might have been short. He's gone in there. Score the game from a place ball. This one has an almighty swing. What an effort that is from Gary Higgins. It's very much the 3 at the moment. Beautiful ball in from Higgins here. Finds Brannigan. He's already got 1. Make that 2. Quick response to St. Michael's. And he's opened up the legs again. Just shoots a couple of bodies out of the way. Coming through across the face of goal. Has it gone up? It's gone over the bar. Dave Cullen. Through Dave Cullen, and he gets it on a straight run. He needs a runner off the shoulder. Does find one. Cullen takes a shot. Flashes it over the face. O'Malley was making that late run, but Brannigan holds onto the ball. Gives it out inside to Colin Galler. Colin Galler high. Colin Galler very, very good. Infields it goes now. Is this going to be a drop in around the house, or is it a shot and goal? It looks like it's a good shot, and it is a wonderful score. Coming flying forward on the attack. There's runners absolutely everywhere. Popped off the shoulder. Shot's been taken. As it squeezed its way in, it has. It's another fight in the air, because I think people expected this to be a lot closer than it is at the moment. Shot comes in here from distance. This one looks good. This one is good. We've seen this before here in Duggan Park. Ball over the top. It goes towards Brannigan. Brannigan will take a shot from a difficult angle. Brannigan has nailed it over the bar. Gives it towards Brian Harlow quickly off the act now, and gives it towards Gary Higgins. Gary Higgins from distance. Gary Higgins makes it an 11. Florentine now looks like he's going to open up the eggs. Gives it towards Somerville. Somerville from dead centre in front of the post, and Somerville over the bar. He's first. It was almost now at a walking pace, but then motors up through the gears. He's coming through and goal again. He's probably going to tap this one over the bar. He does. It's his second punch effort of the game. St. Michael's now are going to finish with aplomb, it feels, as Brian Harlow gives it back towards Brannigan, and there is the full-time whistle, and it is St. Michael's who have waltzed away into the county final here with a simply outstanding performance.